Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? This is Matthew from A Love Awakening, coming to you with your daily energy forecast. And before we get to the forecast, I had someone send me a message last night, and they asked this question. And the question was, you talk about energy all the time, and the energy that it takes to manifest and the energy that it takes to create, and I'm not quite sure what you mean by energy. And so kind of wanted to go over what I was talking about and what I mean by energy. Now I know for some of you this is probably going to be just a little bit of a refresher about what energy is, but if there are people out there that don't know, this is what I mean when I'm saying energy, okay? Everything is made up of energy. Energy exists in many different forms, okay? It is all around us. There are different forms of energy. There's chemical energy, there's electrical energy, there's, all the different energies that you can possibly think of. And I liken it to this way. Energy isn't necessarily good or bad, it's just how it's used and how it's focused. And so what I mean by that, let's take, for example, a light, a lamp that you have in your living room, okay? Now you plug that lamp into the wall, and there's electricity that goes into that outlet. Now, that electricity will light up that lamp. Well, a couple things about that lamp, okay? Number one, it takes a certain amount of energy to actually turn on that lamp. Now, depending on what kind of light you have in there, it might take more energy. If you have a huge lamp that has tons of watts of power, it's going to take more energy to light that light. I mean, there's a difference between kind of a living room lamp and the lights that they have on at a stadium. Those take a lot more energy. Well, going back to the lamp example, just in your room, if you think about that energy, that's a good thing. You have light. You're able to use it to read, and, whatever. Now, I want you to imagine this, and please do not try this at home. I am not advocating this at all. But if you would unplug that lamp, take a fork, and stick it into the socket, the energy would, in your experience, would be quite different. Now, the energy hasn't changed. It's just how you're using or abusing that energy that has changed. So when you think about energy, understand that how you're using it or how you're focusing it is going to affect the outcomes, okay? We have energies inside of our body, okay? Scientifically proven, we are energetic beings. There's a system called Kirlian photography, and it actually looks and it can photograph all the different nuances and colors and energies that are swirling around us at any given time. And there's been study after study that has been shown that different colors mean different things. If you're like kind of in an orange state, you're more creative. You're putting that energy out there. Now, if it's greens and blues and aquas, that means healing, that you're bringing in that healing energy that you need. Okay, we can also look at different energy sources. Some call them chi, some call them prana, and different spiritual mindsets. Well, we have a chakra system, and our chakra system is actually a really, really good example of energy centers in our body. Now, each one of those energy centers, reacts to different things like our emotions, how our psychic abilities, our downloads, all of those things. Now, if the energy is off with those, you'll hear sometimes that people say that, oh, well, your throat chakra is out of alignment, or your sacral chakra is out of alignment, or your solar plexus is out of alignment. That means that the energy is not circulating as efficiently as it needs to be. So when we're talking about energy and manifestation, there's a process, okay? Think about we talk about all the time that when you take and you put something out there to the universe to create, it sends ripples out to the universe, and eventually they start coming back. Well, it takes energy to start that process. And think of yourself out beside a pond or a lake or something like that, and it's still. It's still. Now, what do you have to do to make those ripples happen? Well, take a stone in your hand and throw it. Now, remember, this is energy. So you're saying, I'm going to throw this in there, and I know that it's going to make ripples that are going to go out. But it took something before the ripples to make it happen. So when we're talking about manifestation, there are things that we put into place that focus our attention and our energies into having that which we want, that which we desire. So when we talk about being in the right mindset, in the right energy, that you have to understand that that's what creates the ripples. That's what creates those things going out to the universe and telling the universe, that's what I want. That right there is what I want. So when we're using our energy today, okay, be very focused and be very specific, and remember the steps. Take the steps to make sure that energy is still flowing in the direction of your manifestation. If you need some help aligning, if you need, just refocus that energy, okay? Sometimes we get down, sometimes we have low periods of our emotions get the best of us, and that's a low energy time, okay? Keep going, refocus that energy, take and up the energy if you have to. That's called increasing your vibration as well. So that's what we mean by energy when we're talking about the energy of manifestation, okay? So I just want to let you know that our website, you can go and you can sign up for our newsletter. We'll be having more little lessons like this inside of our newsletters every month, but that also gets you into the drawings for any of the giveaways that we're going to be doing. We do stuff for the new people that sign up, and we also do stuff for the overall list. So you actually have 2 chances to win if you sign up on our newsletter. We have our YouTube channel up and running. You can watch these broadcasts there as well. We have a goal of 1,000 subscribers to our YouTube channel by October 1st, 2020. We need your help with that. So if you like what you're hearing and you like what's going on, please share it. Please ask people to subscribe to it. We love all the questions that we're getting. We love the encouragement. So thank you so much. If you want to check out our t-shirt shop, I put a link on the video, the live video here. So you can check out the t-shirts by A Love Awakening. Lisa's coming up with some amazing shirts, and there's a lot of different shirts that we're putting up there. So take a look today. That helps us fund and helps us, take the word of A Love and Awakening to the next level. So we appreciate having you with us. So let's go ahead and get into the energy forecast for today and see what's happening and see what's going on. Okay, so the first card that's coming up is creation. Okay, and creation, and what's coming to me is that with creation, it means taking and putting some real thought into what you want to create and why you want to create it. We have a tendency to want things, and I'm going to tell a little story here. I've been watching a lot of the manifestation channels and things like that on Facebook, and I heard one lady that she goes, I'm going to manifest $1 million. And I said, that's great. That sounds really, really great. But then she went on and she explained that she wants to create $1 million so she could be an influencer on Facebook so she could sell her makeup line. Okay, great. That's perfect. Okay. However, she continued on with that to bash 2 or 3 other people that were her competition. And the energy just went. So when you're creating today, make sure that you understand what you are creating for. It's not for competition. It's not for that. It's to have a life that you love and to be able to help out humanity. Okay? So take that on for today when you're creating. Just find out the exact reason why you're creating this. I know a lot of you have shared with me what you're creating. And I get so excited when I hear you talk about it, because you're looking at the bigger picture. You're not just looking at, oh, well, what can I get out of it? You're looking at, what can I bring to the world? So keep creating, but know what you're creating for. The world needs that today, okay? So and next card that comes up is vision, having a vision. Okay, so what is your vision? What do you want to create? What is it in your mind that you have pictured? And the reason I like this card, vision, is because it does speak to having something to look at, to frame what you are focused on. What is your vision? Is your vision to have an award-winning book? Is your vision to, be an influencer on YouTube that helps to change people's lives? All of that is inside of a vision, but what does it look like? That's why I love vision boards. I love vision boards because you can put on there pictures and physical representations of what you are envisioning. So if you're doing that today, keep going. Load up that vision board if you have one going, okay? Authenticity, being authentic. And this is going into the new R, is just being authentic. Being your authentic self, not trying to pretend for anyone, but being your authentic self. Finding out who you are as a person, who you are as a human being, and then being authentic. And what do I mean by being authentic? Well, sometimes we have a tendency to kind of dance around subjects. We don't like to be direct because we might offend. And I'm saying that you should have some tact, but being authentic means that, no, I'm not feeling that. I'm just not feeling that. Or, I would really like to do that. However, I believe that in what I'm envisioning is something a little different. So being authentic is showing up and being able to understand another person's point of view. So being authentic today is also coming up as something that is very, very important for us to keep our minds on, okay? Being reflective, looking back and saying, okay, did this work? Did this not work? And don't keep on pulling things up from your past that didn't work and then living into it. Taking a look at what you're manifesting is a constant act of reflection. So if you need to reset, if you need to refocus, and you need to go on in a different path to have what you want manifested, make the change. You have the power to do that. You have the energy to do that. So take that on today. Take that on and focus that intent, to really, really have that what you want manifested in this lifetime. And again, visualization. Like we're talking about the vision boards. We have vision and visualization coming up in the same reading today. So it's about getting clear. It's about getting that focus that you want for what you want to manifest. Get something that represents what you're manifesting. Make up a logo. Just draw something. Start a vision board. Okay? Start putting it together so you have that vision and that's where I'm going. You have framed it so well that if you showed someone your vision board, that guess what? They would know exactly what you are manifesting or what you are about. Doing these things allows us to tap into the energy of the universe and have the lives that we love. But we need to do it on a consistent basis. We are master manifestors. We create our world. So keep creating your world every second, every day. Keep creating your world. Okay? And one of the other things is allowing. Allowing things to come to us just naturally. I allow the universe to give me what I need for this day. I allow people to give me wisdom that I need to help me manifest. I allow the universe to share information with me that will help me, that will guide me, and that will keep me going forward in this lifetime. So, with all that being said today, it's really about the focused energy. Focusing your energy on what you want to have manifested, and then keep going from there. So, A Love Awakening is all about sharing this message and sharing messages like these to the world so we can create a world that is in peace and is in harmony. We are about the love. So A Love Awakening, that's what our vision is. That's where we're going. And I'll be the first person to admit, we need to focus a little bit more. But we have a goal and we have a vision. We have something that we want to strive forward. So take the time today to really, really clarify your vision. Clarify what you are about manifesting. So thank you so much for being with us today. My name is Matthew Pierce from aloveawakening.com. You can check us out on our website. You can check us out on Facebook. You can check us out on YouTube. And now you can also check us out on Teespring to get maybe a little bit more inspiration going. They're fun. We have some great t-shirts out there. And like I said, all this is going towards our goal and our mission to bring love, peace, and happiness to the world. So we love you all. Thank you so much, and keep manifesting. We'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow.